I always feel nervous about approaching strangers to join my videos because I fear rejection. Today, we're gonna do a casual interview with a young Qatari, Mr. Abdurrahman. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Abdurrahman bin Saleh.
Where are you from?
I'm from Qatar.
What do you do for a living?
I am a student in the UK.
What is the biggest mistake you ever made?
I don't believe in mistakes itself because we learn from our mistakes. There is nothing to regret. Anything happened in the past happened for a reason. We learn from it and we move on.
If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would that be?
I would advise my younger self to use his acting ability in good ways, because when I was kid I was I remember I was a good actor, but I was using it to skip classes, trick the teachers, trick the doctors, acting like I have viruses in my stomach, like, oh, I was this doctor. But I was a good kid, kid, because doctor asked me what's happened. I don't answer because nothing has happened, but I was, no doctor, it's right now. And then he sent me to hospital, and then so funny, I still remember the process. He sent me to hospital, and then I have to keep acting in the hospital to trick the other doctor to send me back home. But as a young actor, I wasn't get paid for this acting seasons, so my payment was to stay at home for 3 or 4 days. The better I act, the more days I get. So I would advise my younger self to find the right person to develop this acting ability, because obviously I was successful. That's why I was going home too much. So yes, I would advise him to use it in good ways.
What is the most valuable advice you ever received?
I think the best advice I receive is to work smart, not hard. But I never know what that means. I never know until I experience it myself. When you work too much hard, you use too much energy, and then you don't think or use your brain as you're supposed to be. As you don't use your brain as you're supposed to be, because you're using your body to work hard, but not your brain. I never knew what that means until I experienced that. So this was the best experience, the best advice I get from someone. I don't remember who, by the way, but it was a good guy. I hope he's a good guy.
What are something that really irritate you?
I don't like, which is something we can't change, I don't like how people judge the person of how he looks, or what he wears, or I find this very difficult to deal with, especially when I ask people to help me in my papers, or they need to go to the offices to make this paperwork, but that paper does not go through because they judge them of how they look. Like, this guy will not pass, but if I go, they will pass me. I will be accepted. They will make my paper work, but their paper will not work. So this is the issue, that people judge of how we look, because I look good, they don't look good.
You mean judging people by their look?
Just judging the people of how they look and what they wear.
If somebody doesn't speak Arabic, do they can travel in Qatar?
Definitely. Qatar now is a very developed country. People here speak multiple languages, not only English and Arabic. Nobody actually who is not Qatari, who speaks only in English, complained about this issue. Nobody actually had this issue in Qatar. I think not only Qatar, even Middle East is now developed, and they start to use multiple languages to speak to people. That's a great one. Good question.
If anyone would like to search job in Qatar, do they must speak Arabic?
If someone wants to find job in Doha, of course, the more languages you speak, the more chances you receive. This is like a global thing, not only in Qatar. Even me, as someone from Qatar, if I apply for a job and I speak multiple languages, this will increase the chance that I will receive the job.
But if someone doesn't speak Arabic, do they can survive as an employee?
Yes, if someone does not speak Arabic and he want to apply here, of course, it will be actually a problem if he does not speak in English. This is the main problem, because if you don't speak English or Arabic, how can you speak to the people if your job require?
But if they speak English,
That's totally fine. That's actually perfect. You need to speak English.
those who hunting job in Qatar, what is your advice? Which way they can approach easily to get job?
I think there is there is something that people really don't talk about, which is connections. Connections is very key. Even with me, if you have connections, you can make your papers go through easily. You can find jobs more. And you can, like, even if the person who you know don't have a job for you, he can find you someone who need you. And then what will happen will be connected. So yes, I think connection is very key in this point. I had really good chance to experience the living in UK. And of course, I am local, so I had also chance to experience the living here. I would say there's multiple differences, but I would advise anyone for sure, if he had the opportunity to study outside or to live outside, even if short term or short period of time, he has to go. He has to go to see the difference. But back to your questions, I would say the difference, of course, is the weather. But it's good and bad if I said the weather, because UK every day is different weather. You don't know what to wear. Like, I know every day how to wear in Doha. I wear thobe. It's okay. I know the weather will not betray me or change the weather suddenly. But in UK, sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's cold, sometimes sunny, sometimes oh, you don't know what to wear. Sometimes I remember there is one day I had my umbrella with me, I had my jacket, and I had my t-shirt. And every time I changed them, I opened the umbrella, close it, remove the jacket, because it was so confusing. But yeah, I think the weather is different, of course. You have also good chance to see the cultures in UK, because it's multiple cultures. Here in Qatar is the same, but I would say UK is more multiple culture. So you can see multiple people, backgrounds difference. Yeah.
Do you recommend international tourists to visit Qatar? If yes, why?
Definitely. Qatar is very developed country, and it developed every day more and more. Qatar is now the main tourist country, one of the main tourist country in Middle East. Of course, it hosted the World Cup, and it's hosting many other events like Expo 2023 and the World Asian Cup and many other events. And this event is not happening in Qatar for no reason. There's something special in Qatar. So it's hard to describe how good is it, and people will think I'm biased, but you need to come and visit Qatar to see what makes this country so special.
Which time better to visit Qatar?
Quite tricky question, I will say, because some people know the answer, but I will say come anytime. Don't ever hesitate to visit Doha. Even if it is not the best weather, you can have indoor places. There is a lot of places that you will enjoy indoor. There is also places that air conditioned now, like Al Hazm, Katara. And so don't hesitate and say, I'm not going because the weather is not good. Don't worry. You will enjoy, believe me.
What is your message those who would like to travel to Qatar?
I would say, like, engage with Qataris. don't worry about how we style or how charisma they look. They love to help Qataris, all Qataris. I will not accept anyone. They love to help. They will help you and they will be with you until you find your destination. If you're lost or you need something, they will be with you until the last minutes. Don't be tricked of how they look. Maybe they look very serious or maybe sad. Maybe we look sad, but we are very happy. So don't worry about how they look and engage with them. Enjoy your time. Welcome to Doha, your second home. Enjoy your time here and have a nice day.